opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you...
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Incomplete. And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly...
Pressure comes and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And down he'll go at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A big play there on the catch and run.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
All day, dog.
And again, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Now Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more misstep stuff.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Second and long. He finds his man complete. That's Love. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw.
He'll look underneath here for Love.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
I'm here all day.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They go play action here on first down. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite.
And it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
13, Mike 13. On yard. Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming. 47.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Back to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. On first down, here's Love. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets by him at the 25. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, No one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Love again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.